Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one's for Schitt's Creek, Season 4, Episode number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's still helping the algorithm, so thank you.
Alright, a couple comments from the last episode, starting with executive producer Del Guy, who says, "Woohoo! I've been waiting for you guys to get to this episode, and you did not disappoint. By now, you can see why many fans feel that even though Schitt's Creek was good from the start, Season 3 is where it really shifts into a higher gear and becomes great.
Yeah.
And a big part of that is Patrick. As J. Roberts said, we've seen Patrick be assured and confident since he first appeared, but in the scene in the car, he was momentarily scared and needed David to be the one to take the lead for a moment. And more evidence of David's character growth is that he understood that too and put aside his insecurities to initiate the kiss. That's a beautifully written, acted scene and very true to life for those who have been through that first time moment like me." Yeah, no, I thought it was all the feels. It was so great.
Yeah.
And it added so much more depth in just that small moment in their relationship and their dynamic, because I thought Patrick was so super confident. So to pull the layers back and see his vulnerability too just makes his character even that much more likable. Not forgetting Alexis's own growth, really realizing that she's not really qualified for this job, and also that in the end she did want friends and family there for her graduation. This time Ted had the funniest line in delivery when Alex asked if she should be assisting with pet surgery, and he blurted out, "No, God, no." But really, it's the David and Patrick scenes that make this my favorite episode of the whole series. I can see that. Executive producer JoJo says, "This show hit gold when they found Noah Reid to play Patrick because he and Dan Levy's chemistry is off the charts.
Yeah.
Chemical burn hot."
Yeah.
Yeah, fire. Literally. Lawson comes in to say what's even better about the chemistry between Noah and David is that they did not have a chemistry test before Noah got the role, as there wasn't time, so they got really lucky.
Yeah,
wow.
they sure did.
Man, yeah, they did. Alright, last comments from executive producer Melanie, who says, "If you notice Season 1, they spent the whole time trying to get out kind of like the denial, anger, and bargaining stages of grief. Season 2, they start in the depression stage, but slowly morph into acceptance that they'll stay there. In Season 3, they have accepted their place and start making strides to make their situation better. The next three seasons, I think, are really earned because of how long it took us to get there. So I think while the show hits its stride, I think it's because of how it was built." Great comment.
Yeah.
As for the relationship between David and Patrick, I think it's so real for David that he can't accept that Patrick likes him. I think we saw with the photographer Sebastian that he's been treated poorly in relationships in the past, so it makes sense for him to be reluctant to believe someone likes him. Last, isn't it funny that we are all crying because the parents did the bare minimum? It always cracks me up when I remember how I was in tears because Maura went to the graduation.
Yeah.
Because they got them the misspelled cake. But to be fair, they were so crappy in the past that it's great to see progress. Yeah, like that's what it is.
It's a big step.
Recognize growth. All right, let's jump into Season 4 right now.
Four.
Now that is what I call a beautiful morning. Looks like another full house tonight. Things are starting to look up, sweetheart. Big waves, big waves.
Oh, yes. Yes, tidal waves of prosperity are crashing down all around us.
Soon enough.
Sarcasm.
You just wait. Hey, partner, what's the good word?
There's a dead guy in room 4.
Shit.
What do you mean there's a dead guy in the room? Come in.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Did I hear what I think I heard? Has someone been killed?
No, John, no. I have endured a cornucopia of trauma the last few years.
I draw the line at living in a crime scene.
Hey, nobody's been murdered, Mrs. Rosa. I went in to clean room 4, and this old guy was like asleep in his bed. But like,
Dead.
forever asleep.
Forever asleep.
Like, checked out without pain asleep.
Okay, I think it's a little early for humor, Stevie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just see a dead body? What did this gentleman
It's
look
how I
like?
process my
I don't
trauma.
know, like old. John old or old?
Well, I don't quite see the relevance in that question, Moira. The man is dead. I mean, we can't have the other guests finding out about a dead body in one of the rooms.
Oh, there's a dead body in one of the rooms?
Okay, I always knew there'd be a murder here eventually. I'm gonna go pack up my things. I assume we're moving.
We're not.
I said we were-
Just calm down. Nobody's been murdered.
Okay, the old man in room 4 died alone in his sleep.
Why do I find that scenario even more bone-chilling than murder?
Stevie, do we know how this man...
Has-
Do I look like a coroner?
I don't think you want people answering that question.
Feels like every time the motel sells out, someone dies.
We've only sold out one night.
Exactly. Someone died. And that's how your business gets effed.
Yeah.
So you and Patrick are sitting in his car last night and you just leaned in and kissed him.
Okay, what part of this conversation don't you understand?
And he wanted that.
Yes.
Like he
Oh, this
told
literally
you
right?
he wanted
Yeah, next day.
Bridge, please.
You didn't
So
step
we can't-
outside to get involved with Ted, and then you just French your business partner literally the second he peeks his head out of the closet.
I'll have
Peeks
you
his
know
head out
this
of
is
the
the
closet.
healthiest first day of a relationship I've ever had.
Aw, that's really
All I know is that Patrick is a sweet little button face, David. So don't mess this up.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're both still here. We're going to need your room
Sweet
for the
little
night,
face.
so pack up.
No.
Absolutely not.
The motel is sold out, and we're on.
You know, I was gonna go make a run to the cafe. I could get you a tea if you want.
No, that's not necessary.
How serendipitous. Thank you, Peter.
It's Patrick.
Pizza.
Nothing else for me, thank you.
What is she doing?
You need a tea?
Why not? Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on at all.
Okay, I was in the middle of like a pretty important conversation.
And the next thing I know, he turns up dead.
Well,
That
why
one-
didn't you just give him the pill?
Because, damn it. Because I can barely come to terms with the fact that I've resorted to hoarding sample packets of a basic headache medication, let alone reveal it to the world.
Oh my goodness.
It's come to David, killing a man over a complimentary bolus.
Okay, well, are you even sure that the pill would have saved his life?
We'll have to let the courts decide.
The courts? Well, now that you've
His
unloaded
face.
this on me, what am I, an accomplice?
David, I came here to be taught to legs, not push.
Can you imagine this in prison?
Can I interject? I know I wasn't supposed to be
Look at
listening
his
to this
face.
conversation, but
But
it's
you
a
guys
small
are getting
space
very-
and your voice carries so beautifully. Mrs. Rosa, I can say with 100% certainty you have nothing to worry about.
Well, that's very kind of you, dear, but now's not the time for well-intended placation.
You're legally prohibited from supplying medication to your guests. So by not giving him anything, you've actually avoided any potential liability in his death.
Mm.
Well, there we have it then.
Mm.
Thank God you're here, pal.
Trick.
You know how David can get carried away, I'm sure.
Oh, I do.
Huh? Suppose I'll head back to the
Babe,
scene
they were
of
both
the
about to
crime.
like explode with stress, both of them. If he hadn't stepped in
She's
with
a
him.
shoplifter right now.
I paid way too much for a wedge of brie last week, so let's go.
I don't think it works like that.
Alexis was right. He's a button.
I paid way too much for some brie last week.
He's like overwhelmed with.
So I would really like to stay at a place tonight. Separate rooms.
Oh yeah, not like that kind of stuff.
Well, hello there. My colleague and I are just checking in to see how you're enjoying your stay.
It is what it is.
Oh, well, that's excellent. Excellent. Now, will you be heading out this afternoon or hanging around the motel?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get my kid to take a nap. He just gets cranky.
Really effective. Found it very telling how many people would just accept a cocktail from a total stranger.
Thank you.
Who would have known that Paul was allergic to cats? What are you doing here?
I'm happy to help.
You know,
I'm
it is
allergic to
going
cats.
to be different around here without you. You definitely have certain something that I can't quite put my finger on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was nice.
That was nice. David, your dating is so horrible.
So in a way, it's like we're both starting something new.
Thank you, David. And hey, for the record, I also respect you and think that you're a good person.
Mm. It's just I said nice person. Oh,
Oh my god! I just love everything about this.
I just need you to say nice person. You're a good person.
That's not nice. That's not nice. You're a good person. Come on, we gotta speed
I'm
this
really
up.
nice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. welcome. Hope you're enjoying
Yeah,
the
let's speed this
cinnamon
up.
buns and vodka. We thought it was
Cinnamon buns and vodka.
festive in a Scandinavian sort of way. Well, what a wonderful opportunity for all the guests to get to know each other.
This is not what we come to the hotel for.
Anyone from out of town? Well, that makes sense. You're all staying at the motel. Oh, Frank is here. Frank works at a quarry. Did you bring some rocks in for the kids, Frank?
No, I didn't bring any rocks.
No rocks? Well, I
Let Moira
hope
do
the
something.
motel has been
Well,
servicing.
Hello, all of you. Hello, hi. Isn't this a glittering sea of hopeful faces?
My lovely wife, Moira.
We want to go outside.
Outside.
Well, of course you do. Who doesn't want to go outside? But it's also important to cherish what's going on inside. It's times like these that reminds one of the fact that we're all still alive. Don't you dare take that for granted. One day you're asking for an anti-inflammatory, the next day you've passed away in your sleep.
I think we're getting a little off topic.
The point being, no one knows when we're
Why
going
is it taking
to
so
die.
long? It's like
Or
They
be
gotta
at
move it,
peace
but it's
and
probably
see
take
clear
more than like
someone
5
else's
minutes.
death. So, drink up, go outside, and live your lives.
And thank you all for spending this hour with us. I hope you enjoyed the complimentary refreshments.
Okay, people, let's leave the cups inside. We're not in Vegas here. Thank you.
Not in Vegas. Alright, that was episode 1 of season 4, and a nice little ending to the part 1, part 2 of what happened on the season finale over there. I like where we're going with it. I like that the motel is doing good. I like that David is doing good over there. Patrick is turning out to be a really great addition to this whole thing. Now we got an issue with Alexis over here. I mean, she's gonna have to. I don't know how they going, where they gonna go with that. I mean, we'll see how that works out though. But nice, really quick to the point episode right here. And I would, like I said before, with the motel filling up, there's gonna be a lot of opportunity where there could be a lot of other characters that show up in the motel that can be adding some things to the show as well. So I'm interested to see where we go in season 4. But right now, that's a good start right there.
Yeah, I think in contrast to what you said, I think this is more so the beginning because we said last episode was just like the kiss, and now this is them actually talking afterwards.
Mhm.
I'm so appreciative it started literally the day after, and so we don't have this big time gap. We
Yeah.
get to pick it up from exactly that moment, which is fantastic to start out season 4 in. And like, I don't know what you guys expect me to do outside of just melt to pieces anytime they're on screen, because I am like geeking hard as heck, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to emote anything outside of that if this is the pacing that it goes. Obviously, I'm sure they're going to be creative and things are going to come up, but like, I am loving every moment of seeing Patrick and David on screen. I can't stand it. Like, I can't believe they didn't test before. I mean, they just, like, to your guys' point in the comments, like, they just knocked it out of the park as far as having Noah be Patrick, because it's incredible. It's incredible chemistry, and I can't stand it. I think also Ted and Alexis are consistently growing on me, which I thought that was going to be really cool with them being friends. And for it to come up now that he is seeing somebody else, where I felt like they were teeing that up as well, that relationship as well, was kind of like, oh, okay. So I wanted to die. I wanted the cringe in that scene with Alexis trying to figure out how to back out of that situation. I empathized with so much, and I thought that was a great moment as well. But very curious to see how that plays out going forward, and what the direction we're going to do with Alexis and her love interest, or if that's something we're going to continue to pursue in the show as well. But all in all, I thought it was a great opening for this season. I legitimately would watch the entire season right now. So
Yeah.
I will be patient and wait for it to come up. You guys just do your jobs and keep voting it into rotation.
There you go.
So we can get it as consistent as possible. So I loved it. Can't wait for the next one.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Schitt's Creek Season 4, Episode 1. And until next time, people, peace.